Voila. So this is the MiBase administration. And today we are talking about transaction, the transaction page, and the payment system. So the payment system over here. There are a lot of tickets open every day, just for information more than a real ticket. And everything is about how to probably make sense on the payment system. So the problem is to make the payment system very fast and precise, need to be set up first. So example, in the member menu, you have two buttons, payment option and payment type. Payment type, it's everything about how members pay you. They can pay by cash, check, online, PayPal, Visa. You can also add more others. I don't know, internet banking or whatever, EPOS. There are a couple of toy libraries using EPOS. So everything here, it's how they pay you, so the way they pay you. Bonus is something else that I created, and you can create yourself too, to explain that you give a bonus to a member more than receive money. So for example, you have like a loan credit, so they can pay you for, I don't know, $20 by cash or by banking or whatever, but you give them a bonus, like $5 a bonus, but you never really receive that money. And because you never receive that money, cannot be an accountability in your list of accountability. So if you add the bonus or something like that, I think, Christina, you have a concession card or something similar. So you can understand immediately, or the treasurer can understand immediately, that this one is not real money.
Yeah.
All others are real money.
Okay.
Then after create, and you can create by clicking here, add new. After create all the list, probably all of you has all this list and probably something else. But after creating your list, you are fine. Then the most important is, remember, is payment options. Now, payment option has all category that member has to pay for what example, for membership or rent or a fine, whatever. Now, what is important in this page? Important is that you create all list of type of payment, payment group or payment categories. Why? Because in this case, for example, here I have membership fee casual. If I'm going in the payment, member, so in the category here, I have membership fee casual. So if the member has to pay a specific membership, you have to list all of them in your payment option. Or otherwise, if you have a generic one, membership fee, you will not see all information precise in description, payment type, and cost. I will show you. So for example, we have our membership list, okay? I have duty free. Duty free has fee $20. Now, member, payment option. I don't have duty free in my list. So I'm going add new category, membership fee duty free. Type of payment, I can add the cash, but every time they change, the member change, I can change when I know it. Description, membership fee for duty free with 6 hours duty. Default amount was $20. After that, add the new payment option. If now I am in payment system and this guy has to pay the payment duty free, I'm here and I will see the duty free. If I'm clicking duty free, the system will complete the description, type of payment, and the amount. So this is the reason why you have to create all membership payment here, plus all different type of payment that you can have in your toy library. So another example in the member option is the bond if you have a party pack. Fine, long credit if people want to pay you before you, if you have renting, for example, they can pay you, I don't know, $10, $20, whatever, before they use it. And then they are in credit. Every time they're coming, they still have credit until it's finished. Or the list of membership, missing parts refund. This is not really necessary because the system will give you the refund automatically. But if you didn't add any missing parts, but you know the member paid for that, you can add this one for fix the problem. Then rent, you can also add I don't know what others can be, donation, for example, can be another one, or so all other of this group can be there. So if you have a very, very long list with a lot of this different group of payment, every time you are in the payment system, by using the category, you can fill in all information very fast, and your payment will go definitely fast. Okay? Now, after adding some payment, you will see in the chart a lot of different rows. And obviously the category and the description, it's what you insert in the payment option. But if you have a renting system, it means the toy has a rent and you ask member to pay the rent. Every time you add the toy in the loan, you will see here rent, the number, the toy ID number, and the toy name, and debit, and then how much the member has to pay. Every time when they renew, when they loan, that would be a long list, or every time you have to add a missing parts. For example, you add in the toy a missing parts, automatically, if you add the member name, it will add here the missing parts. And then define and how much you cost, how much that cost, and what other else go in the payment system. Define if the member return the toy late, the toy when has been returned. If it's returned after a week plus your day grace that you set up in your system, the system will add a fine and will add the information fine for overdue toy. So all will be here and all debit will be here. And when it subs, the subs is when a member join or a member, you like an admin, renew a membership. So when you click renew, the system will add membership fee, will add which one, so the description that you add in the membership, and then type subs and how much, obviously. So everything is debit. It's how much the member has to give you. And this one, credit, is how much the member already give you. Okay? On the end, you can see also the total amount for all life. So it's not by year or by months. This is all life. And this is the balance. So how much the member is in debit or credit. In this case, because it's not red, it's in credit. So they still have a long credit to use. Now, we are going here on the magic button over here. If I have to make, let me show here. If I have to make a payment, so this, for example, this person has to pay for something or they want to just doing a long credit, click long credit, $10, fine. Then make payment. Make payment means the member give you the money. So here, long credit, and here the balance is $13.50. Now, the member has to give you some money because for some reason, and the system, or you don't have in the system automatically the debit, or there is something else in the debit that is not in the list automatic function. So for example, a fine, you want to just add the fine to a member, but was not recorded in the system. So as $5. So because this one is a debit, you have to click add debit. So when you click add debit, the fine and everything here will go debit and then in the other column, and it's red. And in fact, now the balance is $8.50. So these two magic buttons, make payment, the member give you the money, add debit, you ask the member to give you the money. So it means this one is a debit and in some point they have to give the money. If for some reason you want to, you didn't renew the member, but you changed the expire date to a member, and obviously if you change the expire date and not clicking renew membership on a member page, the system will not record the payment for the annual fee, so for the membership. If that happens, you can click debit annual fee, click. The member has a duty to. If you scroll down, membership fee, duty to. Subs, $10. So if you click this button, it's exactly the same when you click renew member, but this one give you just the payment for the membership fee, doesn't change any date, any expire date or whatever. But for some reason, system didn't work, connection broken, or I changed manually the expire date. So whatever of this reason, you can click debit annual fee and you can have the payment correctly, okay? Debit levy or levy, I don't know the pronunciation, but if you have any levy for toys or because the member never show up for duty and then you have to ask the money, you can just click here, just add, probably would be nice to have another description like missing duty. So not show up for duty or not doing any duty in the payment system. But I can just choose missing parts. So if this one is missing levy or is not show up on duty or whatever it is, if you click debit levy, okay. So if you see this amount need to be equal to 0, it means this type of membership has no levy. Then what you have to do, by clicking in membership, duty to, columns, what is it? Don't see levy anywhere. Ah, here we go, bond levy. Okay, this is 0. So it means this one has a duty, but if never show up, will never had any payment to do it. Up to you in your toy library, but if you want, you can change the membership and add like the duty here, $10. So if the member didn't show up for a duty and you want to charge a member to not show up a duty, you have to click here and change the cost. Then you can go in the payment system and click debit levy. In my case, just duty has this problem. So I can choose another member to show you how it works. Duty. There we go, Aquaman. So these guys never show up for a duty. If I click debit levy, there we go, I have membership levy, $10. Do you know what is the pronunciation? Can someone tell me?
Levy?
Levy, okay. Why everyone changed? Okay, so you see membership levy, description levy, subs, $10. Same is for debit missing parts. If you recorded already a missing parts, but you didn't really record the member that missed the parts or how much was the missing parts, obviously the system will not add any missing parts in the payment. So if you forgot something, you can still click debit missing parts. The problem now, we didn't record any. If you click, it will probably record nothing. Oh yeah, obviously something wrong. 34, yeah, fine, missing parts 34. It's probably the last toy that I saw in the system. So in this case, obviously it doesn't record anything. So we can delete the payment and do properly. And mistake. Okay. So we are going in the toy list. Puzzles. Click. New parts. One piece of puzzle. Okay. Cost $2. Who is the member? Aquaman. There we go. Save. Now, if I'm going in the payment system and Aquaman is here. Doesn't record. Why? Interesting. Okay, it doesn't record the missing parts payment. So in this case, if you click debit, you will see the puzzle and the piece and how much I added in the missing parts. Okay. And obviously the category is fine missing parts. So now, after recorded this one, you can edit and change, obviously. You can always edit, delete, and in every missing parts, you also have the refund button. So if you click refund, because the member refined again the piece and give you the piece back, you have to give them the money back. So you click refund, and you have another row exactly the same of the other one, but you have refund here, and the $2 are on credit. Okay, so it's pretty much exactly the same row. One has refund, another has fine, obviously the same toy. One is a fine, another is credit, and this one is $2 and this one is $2. You still have the refund button. I think some reason I have to remove this one, but it's fine. So you can obviously have 0 now because you give them the money back, or you can have in credit. This is up to you. Okay, now.
It shouldn't really say 0, right? Did you just say something was not working?
No, probably was $2 credit before.
Okay, okay.
Because this one, $2 here and $2 here.
Yeah, it should balance out. Yeah.
Yeah, that was before $2.
Okay.
So now, after you use all this button, you also have the refund button over here. If this one doesn't work, you can use this one, or some people like a refund for something else, so not missing pieces. I don't know, you want to give them half of membership because they are not happy. They told you that the toy, they're using, they don't want to come anymore, blah, blah, blah. So if you want a refund for something, you can add information and click refund. So it's exactly the same of the refund for missing pieces. But in this case, you have to fill in information in the description and payment type. Okay? Now, we have, after all movement of payment, a mail or print receipt. This one has a date. So for example, if you give a member the today receipt, you have to send 24/24. In this case, you give them the receipt for the payment today. If you want to give them a receipt per month, so how much they pay you and debit and everything per month, that I think it's the correct one. So you can use the date here, 1st of June, 3rd of June. So after click email or print, you have you just have a list of payment. Oh, and the table, I need to fix the table here. But anyway, you have your information, the member total balance and the receipt balance. So it means in this month, he was in debit. But the total member balance is here and it's $2. So here you can see that in June, he always was in debit, and he only had the refund for $2. So I never record any payment in June. Then you have all information. There we go. And the total here and the total here. I have to change the design of the table, but that's it.
So was this
Yep.
what's the date? Can you go back to the date again?
Yep.
Just one back.
So this one is between the 1st of June and 3rd of June.
Okay. So if you just do, like, let's say you're open on a Saturday, like would most people just select the day they're open and then send the receipt for that day?
Yeah, you can choose to have just one day, Saturday.
Yeah. And then it should show all the toys on loan for that.
No. This is not toy. It's just payment.
Just the receipt or just the payment. Okay.
Just the payment. You have another receipt in the loan that do practically exactly the same, but it's a list of toys.
Okay.
So this one is just payment. It's a really classical recipe to see how much they have to pay and how much pay you.
Okay.
So here, for example, on 20, in my case, there is nothing. But you can, after see the view, you can send by mail or print. I will always suggest you to send emails because you are wasting money by printing, but this is obviously up to you. So you can choose whatever you want, but you have the button to do both.
Okay.
So, okay. Let me see if I have something else. No. Okay. Now, after all payment system, you have the transaction button that show you all payment due by all the transaction occurs in your toy library. You have all dates, you have the member, you have the category that you choose in your category option, the description on what's happened, all type, credit or cash or online, whatever, and then the payment. So here you have all the list of transaction, everything in your toy library. You can always export in PDF, Excel, and then documentation has some information here, not much in this case, but some. If you want to filter the table and print the PDF of the filtered table, you have to use a start and end date over here. So for example, you want to see only May, 1st of May, 31st of May, search. Ta-da. Okay, this is all May, only 9, fantastic. After you click export to PDF, download. So you will see the list on your page. Or if you want to have all of them, just delete the start date and use today here, search. Okay, reset, it's better. Yeah, you can't delete the start date. You always need to have one. When you click reset, the start date will be the first date you receive a payment or a debit. So it's nothing here, but actually the system has a date. In fact, if I'm clicking date over here, the first date is 2007. So by using the arrow here, you can always filter the table by different things, like the category or description, types. So I have all Visa, unknown, subs, online, so whatever I have here. Payments, so $50 in debit or $25, then 300, 269. Wow, they pay a lot. Okay, today, 24th, is. So, or if you want to search a specific member, Aquaman. So I have Aquaman, how much pay me? This is the refund. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, any question?
Yeah, the issue we had with the concession cards was, I think sometimes we had, I wasn't sure if the system was deducting the amount from.
Okay, how you are using the concession card? So the concession card is a card. The member, so member give you the money, $10, $20.
They give us $20.
Okay.
They get a card.
Okay.
And then just write it off on the card.
Yes.
Tick it off.
Yeah.
And then we loan the toys, and then the balance appears, and then we have to, yep.
So in exactly the same moment the member pay for the concession card, you have to add in the payment a make payment. So it means here, let me show you. So no, first, payment option. You have to add the concession card. Okay?
Okay.
So category concession card. Type of payment, you can add everything, so it's up to you. So our amount, $20. Okay. Now, payment. So this guy pay for the concession card. You can give here $20, make payment. So you receive the $20 from the member.
Yep.
The member is on credit.
Yep.
So now every time you rent a toy, this number will go down because the toy obviously has a rent. So when you have a rent, it will deduct over here until it's finished. That's it.
Oh, okay. What?
The credit.
What we had been doing was you buy the concession card.
Yeah.
Put in $20 cash, make payment, and then do another one that says add debit so that the balance goes down to zero.
But it's not zero.
But that's
so
what we've always done.
But the concession card, the member give you the money?
Yeah.
So it's not zero, it's credit.
Yeah, okay.
So you don't have to add a debit because you are not give a debit to a member. So you are give a credit. So you receive $20.
Yeah, okay.
So you have to add the $20 to the system. Then when you rent a toy or you miss a piece or whatever happened, the system will deduct the debit.
Okay.
And go on until it's finished. When it's finished, you have to ask the member to give you other $20 for another concession card.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. I think this is the way I was told to do it. And then in some cases it wasn't working well. Like it was just getting too confusing to, I think we were doing 2 transactions for each one, like the balance and then the debit. Like we were making a payment and then deducting the payment.
No, in fact, you don't have to deduct the payment.
Yeah, okay.
The system will deduct the payment when happen. So when obviously you have a rent or missing pieces or whatever happened on the member.
Yeah.
But before that, the member is on credit because they give you the money.
But at this point, like, I guess we just have to wait till each person's concession card runs out and then do it this way.
Why?
Because it's already been, it's not,
Yeah, You make a mess.
It's just the way it was always done, and that's the way I was told to do it.
And they told you to do it in the wrong way. So it's financially wrong. It's not about system. It's really financially wrong. So if someone gives you the money, doesn't matter if the name is concession card, the bonus, or loan credit or whatever, it's still a credit. They give you the money before they use it.
Yeah. So the next time someone buys a concession card, we just do date of payment, categories, concession card.
And
it's always cash, almost always for it.
No, you can, if they pay you the concession
or
by
online,
internet, online, you can add online, because after, so if you add the concession card here, it will add the description, and it will add also the payment type. You can click here and change online.
Okay.
And then make payment.
And then make payment. And then each time they loan the toys,
you don't have to do anything. You have just to go here and check if the rent has been recorded and how much has the balance the member. If the member has $1 or $0, you can ask next time you have to pay another concession card because it's finished. That's it.
Okay, so we loan the toys out.
Yep.
And then do we still have to click and nothing? We just loan the toys out?
Yes. So after you start the loan toy, let me see. Okay, loan toy. So duty, okay. I'm renewing the toy, for example, because this guy says all overdue. Renewing. Okay. Rent $1, $2, $150.
Okay.
Okay, I renew all toy. Okay, if I'm going in payment, now the balance is different because all rent are over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so everything is already deducted, but still he's in credit. Fine, you can go home. Next time, do practically the same. It will have, I don't know, $4 still in credit. Okay, next time. When this one is finished, $0 or minus or $1, $2, you have to ask, okay, next time you have to pay another concession card.
Okay, so it's just whenever there's a balance and toys are loaned, it'll automatically deduct from the balance.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I didn't know. Okay.
So everything, so the system is doing everything. You have just to correctly add the concession card once.
Okay.
They make the payment. That's it.
Okay. So we were always, I was told you add the concession card and then you make the payment, then you add the debit, so it's back to $0. And then every time you use the concession card, you just make sure it's back to $0. And then when you've ticked off $20 worth, you tell them. But this is much simpler. This is like you have a credit and you just
deduct the credit every time you use it. The way you were using it's first financially incorrect. Second, it's really, really complicated.
Yes, it was really complicated.
All of them double with no say.
So many people's accounts were wrong. Like we have a record of receiving money. So we knew that was right.
Okay.
Getting $20, getting online payments. We knew that was right, but everything else seemed to be like so complicated.
No, too much.
Yeah, too much. Okay, so this is easier.
Yeah. Hi, Daniela.
Yes.
Hey, can I see if I have got this correct? Because we don't actually use fees per toy, but my understanding, what you've just explained is, each toy would be set up and they would have a higher amount attached to them. Yeah. Is that correct?
A toy can have an own amount, but who command everything, what command everything is the membership page. So in the membership page, you have rent free, okay, So all committee members will never pay the rent. Or if you have normal, you have the rent cost in the toy, and the system will add the toy rent in the payment. But if you have free, remember, in the payment system, nothing will be recorded when you rent a toy.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
this is the powerful membership page. So you can pretty much command everything here. So for some reason, if you add the rent on each toy, but for some reason you have some membership free and some not, it's totally up to you. So you can have both situation, you can have all mix of situation.
Okay,
which
just
page?
check, Christine.
Sorry.
Hey, Christine.
Sorry.
Okay. The way I understand it for your toy library would be you have someone's account and you would add, if it's like $120, you would credit that to their account, and then as they got the toys, that will just debit against that. Is that correct, Daniela?
Some toy library has like a concession card or like a credit or whatever, because they have a very low fee for the annual fee,
Yeah.
but they have a renting cost for each toy. So they prefer to have like a long credit and then people coming and deduct the debit. In some others, they just coming and pay every time. So in my ex-toy library, we had quite few members that were in debit because we were not doing that. So all the time, oh, sorry, I don't have the money. I can come back next time. I can pay online. Mess all the time. But having a renting, it's different on having a high cost, annual high fee cost, and then not renting. So you can decide with your toy library, some are doing that, to have both. So choose the member what they want. Do you want to pay an annual fee pretty much double than others? This is an example, but not have any renting. Or do you want to pay less but have each time renting? Sometimes depend how much they use the toy library. In other cases, depend how many kids they have. Because if I have only one, I don't think I will rent more than 2 toys all the time, or it will be a mess in the house. So every time I can pay for the rent, and I prefer to pay less by years. But if you have 5, 6, 8 kids, like I did in the last toy library, there were a couple of family with 8 kids.
Wow.
Obviously, they have to pretty much 1 toy per kid. So it was better to pay the amount per year bigger than pay the rent all the time.
Right.
But it's up to the toy library. The system gives you the power to do everything you want. So the membership page, it's very powerful. You can decide a different return for each membership, different fee, different maximum amount of toy, duties, if it's free or not, whatever.
Okay, yeah, because ours is super simple. We literally term fee or full year fee, and that's it.
Yeah, your case is much simple, but you don't really earn a lot of money.
No, we don't. We don't at all.
That is the problem. So you don't care if the member is coming once per year or 10 times per year or every day, because you always earn the same amount of money. So your stress it's very low, but unfortunately, the type of income you have, it's probably too low. So it's a compromise. You have to think about, or committee member has to think about if they want to have different type of membership. So people can choose. Okay, any other question?
I did have a question, which is if somebody renews or joins online the system automatically adds that amount to their...
Okay, when they join online, the system will send an email to you and to the member.
Yeah.
That the membership need to be approved. So
Yeah.
when a member join online, let me see if I have nothing. Okay, if I have someone join online, join now. Okay, add everything, beauty chair. Okay, join now, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, now refresh the page. There we go. Someone join online. Until you click approve, nothing will be added in your system.
Okay.
No payment, because you
Okay.
have to check, click approve, you have to check all information about your member, everything is correct, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this guy is coming. Click save member. Then you can see membership fee added $10.
Okay.
In this case, if you go 347, if you go in the payment system, 347, you will see the $10.
Okay.
But when they join, nothing will be added. Only after you click approve to the member.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Any other question?
What do most memory libraries do about renewing? Like, do they, because you had mentioned just sending out an email to everyone to renew their membership?
You mean the automatic email?
Yeah.
So in setup, if you are going to automatic email, you have few automatic email and membership expire.
Yeah.
Or membership due to expire. There we go, 1 or 2. So this one is when a membership it's almost expired. You can choose how many days before.
Yeah.
This one is membership already expired after days. So you can activate these two types of automatic email.
Okay.
So there are a lot of toy libraries using a very long list of this automatic email because it saves you a lot of time.
Yeah.
A lot.
If somebody can you renew online your membership? You should be like, can you click?
Non the membership, only toy.
Okay, not membership. Okay.
No, just the toy. Anything related to payment?
We were getting like under payments, like it looked like they renewed online because I was getting a new payment.
You mean the toy?
No, for membership amount.
They renew the membership.
Yeah, like we were getting a payment that I hadn't entered.
How?
No, you don't.
I don't think it's possible. There is no function for renewing the membership. Only toy.
Only toys. Okay.
Yeah. Interesting.
If an example comes up, I'll let you know. Like,
okay.
But it looked like it just looked like there was a payment, like a red payment of what they needed to pay.
This is interesting. Let me
yeah, that I hadn't done it.
Because the function was was active a long time ago, but we deactivate. So I don't know how they did it. So this is the member page edit. No.
No, it shouldn't be able to. Okay, that's okay.
I don't think it's possible.
Yeah.
Transaction. No. Also, the transaction page that you have in your system you also have here in the member website. So you can activate the page, obviously, it's not for everyone, but you can activate the page and the member can see everything.
Okay.
If you activate the page. Very few toy library already activate that page. But
No, we don't.
but you can, so people can see what they have and the debit and everything around.
Okay.
Okay, any other question about payment? Zoe, Bianca?
I think it, no, well, so if we just go to the members category list, that's where we can change the rent, right?
The rent?
Yeah.
In the membership.
Yep,
Here.
under membership, yep.
Here you have the return and the rent. Here we go, columns here. So when you click edit on one of them, you have, there we go, rent.
There, okay, yeah. Free, normal, double, okay.
Done?
Yep, that's good.
Okay. Any other question related to payment?
No.
Okay, I think we can close. What do you think?
Sure.
Thank you, Daniela.
That was good.
Thanks.
Thank you, ladies. Bye-bye next time.
Yeah.
See you
Bye.
next week. Hi, Christine.